dear students, I hope you all are fine. This is Samreen here, and today I'm going to start the poem The River. Okay, and I hope you all have completed your work till lesson number 9. So open page number 122 and let's start. So students, this is the poem, and the poem name is The River. Okay, and which is written by Valerie Bloom. Now start. First, we will read the lines like a river journeys from the mountains to the plains. In this poem, the poet describes the river as if it is a person who does different things and has many different moods. So, very interesting thing we are going to study. Okay, so here we have to imagine the river as a person. Okay, so the river is a wanderer, a nomad, a tramp. She doesn't choose one place to set up her camp. Means a river is a wanderer who moves from one place to another. A tramp, a person who has no home or job, or keeps moving from one place to another. And a river is a tramp means a person who simply stands and who simply stays for matlab anywhere, and then he starts moving, then or she. Okay, she doesn't choose one place to set up her camp. Means like the way we live humans. Okay, it is like nomad. They don't live at one place. They always move from one place to another. Next stanza is the river is a winder through valley and hill. She twists and turns, she just cannot still. So the river is a wonder means the river is not straight. The river twists and turns through valleys and hills. Obviously, she's this smooth that she can turn anywhere. Okay, she just cannot be still. She is not at all staying, at a particular place. She is moving and moving like a wanderer or a nomad. Next one is the river is a hoarder and she buries down deep all those little treasures she wants to keep. So, hoarder means a person who collects and stores things. So, the river is a hoarder. Obviously, whenever you put anything into the river, that thing will never come up, right? You are not going to get that thing back. So, a kind of person who buries down or who buries things, and nobody can take that. So it's like, the river is having all little treasures. Whatever she wants to keep, she is keeping. Okay, so river is a hoarder. Then the river is a baby. She gurgles and hums the way small babies does. Okay, gurgle sound likes, whenever baby happily or plays or with water, or quickly flowing water in a narrow scape. So it is a kind of sound, gurgles and hums the baby does. Okay, and the sounds like she happily sucking her thumbs. The babies, all babies, they they love to suck their thumb. So the sound which is created by the babies when they suck their thumb. So the same way it is, the poet is saying that the river also does the same. Okay, then the river is a singer. Yes, because we can listen different sounds of the water. It depends that, from where the water is coming or falling. Then the river is a singer as she dances along. The countryside echoes the notes for her song. Means from wherever she's coming, the sound is completely different, and it shows that echo means when we speak something and the sound comes back to the person, with like 100 times or 1,000 times. So it's like it's a echo sound. And notes of a song means it's like, somebody has written a very beautiful song and the river is a singer, or she herself wrote those songs or made those songs, and the river is a singer and the river is singing. So this is the poem that the poet describes, that the river is behaves, or we have to imagine that the river is a person, and now see how we can feel the things differently. Okay, students, these word meanings you have to do in your fair notebook, and you all have to write this poem also. Now we will start next page number 123. There you can see that there is a table, and you have to, what is written here, read the table headings and write at least 5 words in each table. So first we have to write the rhyming pairs. For example, tramp, camp, hill, still, deep, keep, hums, thumbs. Okay, a long song. Next one is metaphors used to describe the river. You all have, I think, you might have not knowing what is metaphor. Let me tell you that metaphor when is a figure of speech. Okay, when we directly say something, for example, that you are a cat, so I am comparing you to the cat directly, so that is metaphor. So here we have to find out such words. For example, the river is a wanderer. Okay, there is no like, as, or such. Directly we are comparing the thing, like winder, holder, baby, singer. So all these things you have to write in the next column. Next one is answer the following questions. We have to read these lines. The river is a wanderer, a nomad, a tramp. She doesn't choose one place to set up her camp. The river is a winder through valley and hill. She twists and she turns. She just cannot be still. So the question is, let me show you the answer, then I'll speak question simultaneously. Here are the answers. So read these lines. Okay, so these are the this one. Question is wanderer, nomad, tramp. What do these three words tell us about the river? So these three words tell us that the river is always moving and does not stay still. Okay, next question is what are the different places that the river flows past in this poem? So the answer is the river flows through valley and hill. Okay, next question is in your own word give the meaning of to set up camp. So to set up camp means to stay still in one place. Next one is B part. The lines are the river is a hoarder and she buries down deep all those little treasures she wants to keep. So the question is why is the river called a hoarder? So the river is a hoarder because she buries everything that falls into it. Exactly, whatever we are throwing into the it, or whatever is automatically is going into the river, the things is not coming back to the person or to somebody whosoever is. Okay, next question is which word means puts deep inside? So breeze. Okay, next one is what do you think are the treasures that the river wants to keep? So the treasures are small stones, rocks, minerals, and glass are the treasures that the river wants to keep. Next one, question number 4. Before that, student, there is one more question, question number 3. Let me show you here. This is the page. What you have to do in that, circle the groups of words that describe what the river does not do. Stay still. The river does not stay still. Okay, then stay in one place. Okay, okay, not the river does not stay in one place, then flows silently. Okay, and it does not flow silently, then give away her treasures. Not at all. So these 4 you have to circle in the book itself. Now come to the 4th question. Number 4 is why does the poet call the river a singer? So the poet calls the river a singer because she moves, she makes gentle noises, and it also brings life to the people she flows through. Next question. In this poem, many comparisons have been used to describe the river. Yes. So think of a river you have seen. Is there anything else that you can compare a river to? So the answer is yes, we can compare the river to lots of things like life, like the saying life is like a river. Then we can also compare a river to roller coaster or train because it does not stay still but zooms away in a hurry. So students, we have completed all question answers of this poem. You please complete your work and including poem and word meanings, and study well. Take care.